there. So we wanted to give you some bonus tips of using your RENLI annual budget system. And you don't have to use these if you don't want to. It just makes it a little bit smoother, and this is kind of some things that we do that we think is good advice. So the first thing, this is not a tip, this is a rule. Don't change anything when it gives you the warning. So if you click on something and you want to change the numbers in here, it's going to give you a warning that says something shouldn't be changed accidentally. When that happens, hit cancel and it'll go back to how it originally was. Sometimes we make mistakes and we accidentally type something and that will pop up. Hit cancel and you will be good to go. The second thing is when you are entering any transactions in your monthly tabs, we already mentioned they already change, or they start to be red and then you can change them to black. One other thing that we do is we use purple. The reason that we use purple is because sometimes you are wanting to allocate those funds to something before the next payday, but you don't actually make the payment yet. So let's say, for instance, you have, I'm going to click a column here. Let's say you have the cable bill that's going to be due before the next paycheck, but it's an auto pay and it hasn't come out yet. So when that happens, you can do, let's say, auto pay. And I'm going to account $50 to that. So when we do that, if I turn it purple right away, then it will take it away from my balance. So it'll pull from my bank account balance, or what appears to be my bank account balance. And so I know I don't have that money to spend. And then just looking at the transaction log, I also know that that payment hasn't been made. When I get an email saying that the payment has been made, or once we actually spend the money, I will go in and turn it red. And then I know it's already taken care of. We're just waiting for it to clear the bank. Once it actually clears the bank and it's listed in there and we're done worrying about it, I turn it black to get it off of our mind. The third thing I wanted to talk to you about was in your savings funds tab. You normally just put in all of these sinking funds and savings funds. We do some extras and we think it's super helpful. So we actually do clothing fund, and we also do a charitable fund. And you can have different ongoing funds like this because it's something that you may not put money into every month. So you may not buy clothes every month, but sometimes you just get a closet where it's like, oh, I need a whole new wardrobe. maybe not that extreme, but sometimes you feel that way and then you have to budget in that month. So we just plug in some small amounts. So we just do a clothing fund, and you can do it for the whole family. You can do it per person, however you want to do it. And we just say it's an ongoing fund. So then when we apply money to it, we just let it stock up in here and put a little bit each month. And then when it is time to buy clothes, we go in and we look how much is in our clothing fund and we keep it within that balance. The charitable fund, we do have the giving and saving category in our monthly tabs, but sometimes there's things that come up that you just really want to have some extra money to give or to support a cause. So we actually do a charitable fund as well. And then it allows us to kind of stock up some side money. So when something like that does come up, we have some money to give at that point. That was the third thing. The fourth thing is to use fun money categories. I think I've mentioned it in some other tutorials already, but it really helps eliminate those impulse purchases and really helps you to focus on where your money is going and still have a little bit of fun.